Welcome to Release Monday. I'm Jackie.
I'm Christina, and today we're tackling one of the most painful beliefs people carry. I'm too broken to change.
So, this belief is heartbreaking because it keeps people stuck in suffering when transformation is absolutely possible.
If you've ever thought, I've tried everything and nothing works, or I'm just damaged goods, or other people can change but not me, this session is for you. Today we're using the LifeSet framework to release this belief, understand the neuroscience of why you're not broken, and rewire it toward hope so you can restore your capacity for change.
Christina, let's start with the science. So, why do people feel like they're too broken to change?
Well, there's a myriad of reasons, but one is a function of how your brain works under prolonged stress and trauma. So when you've been through repeated painful experiences, trauma, chronic stress, failed attempts at change, your brain's pattern recognition systems do exactly what they're designed to do. They look for patterns to predict the future and keep you safe.
So, the brain is trying to protect them.
Exactly. And so the hippocampus stores memories of past experiences. So this person's amygdala would tag those memories with emotional intensity.
Mhm.
And then your prefrontal cortex tries to make predictions based on that data. So if you've tried to change 10 times and it didn't work, your brain calculates, we've attempted this behavior 10 times, success rate 0%. Conclusion, we are incapable of change. This isn't truth. This is a prediction based on limited data.
But it feels like truth.
It does, and here's what's crucial. That feeling of being broken is often evidence of nervous system dysregulation, not actual permanent damage. So when you're in chronic dorsal vagal shutdown, that collapsed, hopeless state, your brain literally cannot access the neural network associated with possibility, hope, problem solving. It's not that you're broken, it's that your nervous system is stuck in a protective state that won't let you see options.
So, the feeling of brokenness is a symptom, not a diagnosis.
Exactly, and here's the neuroscience that gives me so much hope. Neuroplasticity doesn't have an expiration date. Your brain can create new neural pathways at any age after any amount of trauma or struggle. The brain regions involved in learning, emotional regulation, and behavior change, your prefrontal cortex, your hippocampus, even your amygdala, all remain plastic throughout your entire life.
So, there really is no such thing as too broken.
It really isn't. There's nervous system states that make change feel impossible. There's trauma that needs to be processed, and there are patterns that need to be released. But broken? No. Your brain is designed to heal, adapt, and rewire. That's what it does.
From a naturopathic perspective, I see this too broken belief rooted in two things: accumulated trauma and physiological depletion. So let me explain the depletion piece first. When you've been in survival mode for a long time, your body runs out of the raw materials needed for healing and change.
Like what?
Well, neurotransmitter production requires specific nutrients: amino acids from protein for serotonin and dopamine, B vitamins for energy and mood regulation, omega-3 fatty acids for brain cell membrane health, magnesium for nervous system calm. When you've depleted these, your brain literally cannot make the chemistry needed to feel hope, motivation, or possibility. It's not that you're broken, it's that you're running on empty.
So it's physiological, not psychological?
Well, it can be both, but the trauma creates the belief, and the nutritional depletion reinforces it by making it impossible to feel any different. I also see chronic inflammation affecting the brain. When your body has been in stress response for years, inflammatory cytokines cross that blood-brain barrier and create neuroinflammation. So this directly impairs your prefrontal cortex function, which is your hope, planning, and possibility center.
So brain fog and hopelessness have physical causes.
Yeah, often, yes. And here's what's important. Just like a broken bone isn't broken forever, it's in a healing process.
Yeah.
A dysregulated nervous system isn't broken. It's in a protective state that needs the right conditions to shift. It's dysregulated.
Yeah.
The body is brilliantly designed to heal when given what it needs: safety signals, nutrients, rest, nervous system regulation, and time. And let me say that there are cases outside of what we're talking about that need medical or psychological
Yes.
assistance. But this is from a coaching perspective.
Yeah.
It basically, we're just dealing with the dysregulated system.
That's right. And there is no shame in getting
There's-
more help. There are resources available.
That's exactly right.
That's right. So, yeah, we're just doing a daily release.
Right,
This
right.
is-
And so we talked about trauma. So we have to think trauma can be driving to work.
True. Distress.
I mean, it's stress, it's bills, there's a lot of things. Trauma is used a lot and it's appropriate, but there are levels of trauma. But when you have just daily life stress over and over and over, it does build, and it can build you to that point of dysregulation.
That's so true. Well,
so it teaches your system that the world is fundamentally unsafe.
Yeah.
That your efforts don't matter, that you're powerless. These beliefs aren't beliefs you choose. They're survival adaptations your nervous system made to help you.
Yeah.
And to help you get through a period of time, a stressful period of time.
That's right.
But they can be released and rewired. Released and rewired. But it takes nervous system work, not just willpower. It's not something to just push through.
That's right.
These aren't beliefs you choose. These are adaptations. And they can be released and rewired. But it takes nervous system work, not just willpower.
Well, let's release that. So that too broken belief and rewire towards the truth of your capacity for change.
Right.
So let's do a little bit of discovery.
Right.
And remember, guys, this is not an event. We're just doing a general approach.
Right.
This is a daily release.
Right.
So it could be as basic as, even though I feel too broken to change.
Right. Right.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Even though I've tried and failed.
That's right.
And once again, this is just when we have that feeling all the time of just, I feel broken. And so this is just challenging that kind of identity.
Yes.
And so I really like for challenging that identity with, even though I feel too broken to change.
Yeah. I like that. I avoid I am statements, tapping on them, especially about negative.
Yeah, I say I feel.
I'm too broken.
I am.
Yeah.
I am is a big one. And I tell you, God can really help us with those I ams, because we can be healing and growing in ways we could never expect. So I am is what I reserve for those situations. I feel.
That's right.
Is what I understand.
So back to this tapping.
Yes, ma'am.
So we could say, even though I feel like I'm broken,
right,
or even though I feel like I'm stuck in a protective state, or even though I feel damaged beyond repair.
Right.
So
even though I feel like change is not possible.
I like
for
that
me.
one. Let's do that one.
Okay.
So again,
they're all good ones.
Check your body, check how you're feeling, and if the intensity, we go from a scale of 10 is the top and 0 is nothing at all.
So we do the daily release. We want to come into it as calm as we can. So that's why we check in. And that's also why we often do a round of breathing. So we get into that good, calm state.
Yes.
Where we can really get good work done.
Yes. So if it's a 4 or below, I think that's good to go.
4 or below, good to go.
I like that. We'll make a t-shirt.
We'll use that.
And if it's above that, then maybe just tap, but
write it down.
Or set it aside and come
write it down,
later.
set it aside.
And join our community.
Right.
So,
but if it's too charged for you, just breathe and tap along as we tap.
So even though.
Well,
I'm just making.
Oh, you're still making the statement.
So even though I feel
like change is impossible.
That's right. I deeply and completely accept myself.
That's my favorite.
All right. So tapping the side of your hand. Even though I feel change is impossible.
I feel change is impossible.
I deeply
and completely
accept myself. Even though I feel change is impossible.
I feel like change is impossible.
I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though.
Good release. Even though.
I feel like change is impossible.
I feel like change is impossible.
I deeply and completely accept myself. Top of the head. Feels like change is impossible.
It 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 feels like change is impossible. Good release.
It feels like change is impossible.
It feels like change is impossible.
Feels like change is impossible.
It 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 feels like change is impossible. Good release.
It feels like change is impossible.
It feels like change is impossible.
Okay.
And once again, often when we're releasing, we could yawn,
Have tears.
burp, fart. And sometimes we just feel a good relaxation.
So I want you to write down what the intensity is, if it stayed the same, if it got more intense or less intense. And we normally do 3 rounds. So I want you to notice what shifted.
Right. Yeah. Do you have any different thoughts? Do you see it a different way? Does it feel different? So write all of that down, because we'll be coming back to it at some other point.
That's right. So here's what I want you to hear. This is action step time.
Yeah.
The belief that you're too broken is not evidence of your actual capacity. It's evidence of how long you've been in survival mode. When your nervous system is dysregulated, it literally cannot access the brain regions that generate hope, possibility, and creative problem solving. So of course change feels impossible. But that feeling is not the truth. It's a symptom of dysregulation.
Yeah, from a naturopathic perspective, you are not broken. You may be depleted, dysregulated, traumatized, or stuck in protective patterns. But all of these are states, not permanent conditions. States can shift when given the right inputs.
That's right. So your practice this week is using LifeSet. First, release. Stop using the word broken to describe yourself. Every time you catch yourself thinking, I'm broken, pause and reframe. Hey, I'm doing the best I can.
Right.
Or I am in a protective state that can shift.
And second, we're going to rewire. Identify one small thing you can do to send safety signals to your nervous system. 2 minutes of tapping, 5 minutes in the sunlight, 3 deep breaths, anything positive.
That's right.
That is going to be building you. And this is your rewiring by proving to your nervous system that small actions can create shifts.
That's right. And third is restore. Notice even the tiniest evidence that you're not broken. Did you get out of bed today? That's evidence. Did you watch the session? That's evidence. Are you still trying despite everything? That's massive evidence. You're not broken. You're courageously showing up in the middle of dysregulation. That's strength.
Yeah, and your capacity for change is not determined by your past. It's determined by your willingness to keep showing up. And you're here. And that means you're not too broken. You're exactly where you need to be to begin release, rewire, and restore.
You're not broken. You're healing. See you later.